So I played football with Eden at uni, and when I left uni I played for Sittingbourne, and it was like quite intense of like Tuesday nights and Thursday night training, and I couldn't do it with work and stuff, so then I packed it in. And I didn't play for a few months and I missed it, and Eden was like, oh, come down five-a-side, Catford, and people like Darren was there, Kinchy was there, we went down pits. You might have been there, Evo, do you remember Evo? He was there. And I was playing football with these, and I was like, oh, these boys are decent. And Eden was like, oh, I think it's actually Darren, you know. Eden just invited me to the five-a-side, and Darren was like, oh, you should come and play Saturdays. So then I gave it a go, and I think Darren was off travelling, and it was Eden, yourself, Voss. I don't even know if Voss was there. I think he was there. He might have just come back from France or something. Okay. Or uni, or yeah, I don't know, some one of them. And so then Voss was there, Daly, Keneally, Kieran had just gone, but it was that kind of team. Danny Allen was so good. No, I didn't get the Kieran. But I joined really late in the season, and it was literally kind of just helping out. I think it might have been struggling on a few numbers, and there weren't a load of people, so it was a bit, not really amateurish. It always was a well-run club, but it was like at the start of that journey. It was Bromley District. Yeah, playing Bromley in District.
When was this? What year was this?
2012, maybe. Maybe
did we go
13.
Did we go Keghan the following season?
No. So I did literally a couple of months at the end of the season, and then I played in a battle, and we did it at VCD.
Yep.
And it was just two teams back then.
Yeah, and
11 aside.
The orange kit came out. I remember. Kinchy
was it? Yeah. Kinchy played, and it just had a really good feel about the club. And I wasn't even sure if I was ready to commit to playing again after having played before.
I know you're a humble guy.
Yeah, well, they were Ryman Div 1, like Div 1, not Prem. Yeah. So the one above Skeffel, basically. So it was a really good level, but players did think they had like an ego, and it was really nice to come into a really nice changing room, really good group of lads, had a really good feel about it. Only played for a couple of months, then we had a battle, and I think I really got understanding what the club was about. It was really nice, obviously people like George around, and Kieran was coming back for it and all of that. So it was like a really nice feel about the club. And I think Mams had a season there, so I think Mams was already here as well. Yeah. And then I stayed for the next season, and we did really well. I don't think we won the league, but we were pretty close. And it was really competitive. The boys were great, the changing room banter was great, the nights out were great.
That was Bromley again then, was it?
That was Bromley again, and then the year after, I think that was when you had like Bass and Aaron come and join, and that was when we smashed the Bromley District.
Which is when Daly decided to take us to Kent.
Yeah.
Which is like we're saying, we probably should have gone 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I mean the ability in some of those boys, having played with people who were getting paid to play and all of that, they were the same ability, but they were so humble, and there's no ego, and it was just such a nice environment. Yeah. So I really enjoyed it and just stuck around. Yeah, no, honestly, it was the changing room. I probably enjoyed the changing room as much as playing football, which I don't think I'd ever had anywhere really. So it was that the buzz before the game, the banter after, the drinks after, stuff like that. Just had a really good feel about it. And it just happened that we had like a really good squad, so we were winning. But I think even if we weren't great, I still think it would have been a lot of fun.
I laughed earlier with Eden, like with his interview, because the way he was speaking about X, Y, Z, and I'd be like, he was saying, oh, like, the changing room was great. I was like, oh, who was the manager then? Right? I was in charge. But you've touched on, because I wasn't aware, so I'm learning this now. I would have been part of the teams, but you would have had Daly, Keneally, and myself as manager.
Yep.
So I'm not asking,
who's the best manager?
But, I would throw my neck on the line and say it, and I feel like you'd agree though. Like you were talking about 3 different managers there, but seamlessly, as in like.
I think every era.
Yeah. They bleed southeast.
They're club men, aren't they? Yeah. And every era was really good fun. I remember that first team of the Danny Allens and the Dan Keneallys and Daly and Fran, all of that lot was really good. Then we had the eras of like, yourself, Voss was obviously ever present. Darren, Scholesy, Barry, Bass. Yeah. I never got to play with Johnny Kinch that much. We didn't overlap. Yeah. But that group of lads that that done really well in Bromley and District, and then again in Kent County when we went there. You know, that was probably the longest team I played.
Like a lot of the, like again, I say that my success, if you like, was mainly down to the lads I had around me. And like I said, all it was about was geeing up a changing room, which you've just touched on. Like, you haven't mentioned me once. That's my point. Is in my job was to gee up a changing room, but I didn't have to because you know. This doesn't stand me in good stead, but like I had a couple of times when the boys had to knock on the door and wake me up.
Yeah, and it was all part of it. I mean, you had the kit, and we were all there, and the gaffer wasn't there. Yeah.
But we had that sort of thing where it's like, do you know what? Let's get this done, and we know we've got the ability to get the job done, and then we can laugh about it later.
I think it was, but you say yourself, like, and all the managers I played for, like, really cared, and people like George on the sideline really cared, and you could see how much it meant to them. Just people turning up and putting in effort. So you kind of really did want to play for them. It did make you want to play for them, and you might not have to shout at someone to motivate them, but you really wanted to do well for the manager, for your teammates, because it was such a nice club and environment.